watching Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Watts, and I have my co-host here, Stephen Woodland. And we want to thank him for joining the broadcast tonight. Been faithful, and we just praise him for doing that. Hey, tonight's show, we're going to talk about Colorado football team wide receiver room, and we're going to also talk about more about the fall practice that they're going through. So if you don't mind, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will appreciate it if you do that. And also participate in the chat. Before we start the broadcast out, Mr. Steve, put a question in the chat so they can answer, and then we'll start the show.
Well, we're gonna put the first question is we're gonna ask everybody out there in podcast land. We just ask them something simple. What puts a smile on your face? Tell us what puts a smile on your face.
All right, what puts a smile on your face? I'll answer the first. I'll be the first one to answer that. What puts a smile on my face is that I can wake up and I got the activity of my arms, my eyes, my hands, my legs, my voice, and I'm appreciating that. I really do. Good question, Mr. Steve. Hey, don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we appreciate y'all for being here with us. Mr. Steve, let's talk about this wide receiver room, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, I know we've been saying Colorado is loaded, got the best wide receiver group, probably in the country, definitely in the Big 12. But when we look at this wide receiver room and we look at Travis, and what he brings to the table, him and Shadeur, I think this will be their third or fourth season playing together. They got a special bond, special connection together, and it looks like that Shadeur really looks for him when they out there on the field. That's a good thing because Travis gonna come down with the ball. He is All American. He probably the best wide receiver on the team. Uh, so when you look at Travis, what do you see?
I see Mr. NFL, Mr. Dual Threat, Mr. High IQ, Mr. I am him, Mr. I'm gonna get it done, Mr. This is my field. You just here. I'm just letting you play on it. So that's what I see when I see 1-2, because he's a 1-2 punch. You got two, and then you got the 1-2. So we're gonna hit you with two, then we're gonna hit you with the 1-2. So it doesn't make a difference. How you want to get hit in your mouth? You just tell us. Do you want the two or do you want the 1-2? You just tell us what you want, and Mr. Hunter will provide that for you.
Yeah. When you looked at him last year and we compared for him this year, what difference, what improvement in his game you expect to see?
Well, this is what I see right now. The mentality. His mentality is totally different this year. He's gotten bigger. He's gotten stronger. His
Hmm.
aptitude now, you can see when it comes to Travis wants the ball now. Travis,
Yeah.
before it was like Travis, like, oh, I'll make plays here and there. Travis got a little Michael Irvin in him now. He wants the ball. And not only do he wants the ball, the expectation is throw me the Keyshawn Johnson ball. That's what he's doing, and that's a good thing. And I love his aptitude, when it comes to football. He's so smart, man. People, that's what you miss. His intellect, that boy knows football. And he's so good at it, it's scary. And plus he puts the work in, and he's the most well-conditioned person out there. So what I see this year, his routes are more crisp, he's bigger, he's stronger, he wants it, and he understands this is his money year. We can do all the talking, but this is a money year. He bought his mother house, but now you don't want to just buy her house. You looking at your big $15 million mansion or whatever the expectation is that he has for himself. So, and this is the time to do it.
Yeah, I agree with you that he's bigger, stronger, fast, and like you said, he want the ball. Well, you can't blame the guy. He going for that high in trouble this year, so he need the ball. So other than Travis, when I look at this wide receiver room, I see Will Sheppard. I see 6'2", 200 pound, physical, wants the ball also. Played at Vanderbilt. And when I looked at his film from last year at Vanderbilt against Florida, the University of Florida, he had his best game right there in the state of Florida. So he's an SEC type wide receiver, bigger, stronger, and you can throw the ball up to him and he'll come down with it. Got good hands, good route runner, got decent speed. I'm telling you, man, that 1 and 2 punch with Travis and Will Sheppard, is a dangerous 1 and 2 point out of that wide receiver group for Coach Prime. What do you think about Will Sheppard this year?
I enjoy it. Will Sheppard is a pleasure to look at on that football field. What you're going to see, Will Sheppard is a professional. He's really like a silent assassin. He gets out there. When I saw him and I watched the tape for Vanderbilt, they were throwing him a lot of passes on his outside shoulder, and they're throwing it on his outside shoulder because his catch rate is so big that if you get it in his paws, it's over. And he's the type of receiver that, hey, if it gets close to him, he's going to get it. So he is going to have a fantastic year. He don't have to worry about Shadeur throwing them passes on his outside shoulder. Now they are going to do it, but this year he's going to be running routes in which he's not going to be. It's sad at Vanderbilt when you had two things going, and there's no knock on the Vanderbilt quarterback. He's not two. And you also had at Vanderbilt, the talent on the other end at receivers are not at the level they are right now. So you got to concentrate on Will Sheppard. And Will Sheppard had 2 and 3 people on him. And he still put up 1,000, 11, 1,200 yards. So if he can do that and he's doubled and triple team and he went into the game and everybody knew we got to stop Sheppard.
Right.
Now you don't have that problem. He's coming in smiling. He's like, well, y'all forgot about me because all y'all talking about is 1-2. All y'all talking about is 2 and 1-2. Let old 1-4, let me ease on over here and do my thing. He
That's
got a
right.
little James Brown. Let me do my thing. And that's what you're gonna see. Sheppard gonna start showing out, and it's gonna put some defensive coaches up there. Man, I got to stop old Sheppard. Sheppard, all we looking at is his back of his jersey and his name. We can't do that. So
Right.
he's gonna be fantastic.
Also, when you talk about Will Sheppard, like I say, his height. It's going to be a major problem. He's 6'2", and then on the outside, of the other outside, you got Travis Hunter. Well, what happened when you put five out there? Jimmy Horn Jr. Put him in the slot, put him in motion, or whatever the coordinator do to him. He bigger, he faster, he healthier, he quicker. That's the most important part. He's quicker. So when you put Jimmy Horn Jr. out there with the man, what an explosive offense this can be. I'm telling you, if you double Will Sheppard or if you double Travis, Jimmy Horn Jr. go, scoot, scoot, I'm gone. He gonna do the Migos on me. Scoot, scoot, I'm gone.
You go.
Scoot, scoot, I'm gone. I'm telling you, I'm telling you that. I'm telling you, man. Jimmy Horn Jr. just look healthy, looks good. Man, I'm glad about it. Took off the gloves and using that for tape on his hand, man. I'm rooting for him. I really hope he have a excellent year this year. He out of the state of Florida, came over to play with Coach Prime. Man, I'm telling you, I'm rooting for Jimmy Horn this year. This year.
Not only am I rooting for Jimmy Horn, I'm not going on there talking about some what if. He he has to make it happen. This ain't no the days of talking are over. When it comes to five understands. If five does not produce, he got somebody sitting right next to him that's smiling. Jimmy, man, we love you, Jimmy, but I got to go get mine. So you got people behind Jimmy saying, "I'm gonna get mine." You got people who want to eat. And when you out there and you homeless and you ain't had nothing to eat in a while, and you see some steak over there, you're going to get that steak. And that's what you have at Colorado right now, which is competition. Five has pressure on him. And this is
He
the
got
pressure
well,
he has. He has
yeah.
the pressure that he has to produce. But then he also has the opportunity, and he has the opportunity of this here. Jay gonna have a linebacker or the fourth best DB on the team.
Mm.
Now, now,
Matchup
now
problem.
he this young man got 700 yards and he was the number two. Can you imagine? He the number four, and you put him in play action, in which when you put him in motion, that means that two gets to see what your defense is because now you got to go, you got to set that defense up to guard that motion. So it just opens up everything. And if you do it right, not only can I put him in motion, I'm gonna get him the ball in motion and let
Mm.
them and check this out. Now you got a 6'2" receiver on that other side that can
Right,
block. You got
right.
Travis Bigger that can block. So just imagine you put him in motion, give him the ball. Your boy Shep. put a nice, and Shep don't have to do much. I got somebody on that one edge over there. Somebody call him the Rock. And when he lay up the hand on you, he's gonna make sure he put the smack down on you. So you got the Rock on one end, and now you got Sheppard over there too. All they got to do is just put their hands. They ain't got the whole. Just put their bodies next to a person, give him a little space, and hit that. What you gonna hear? Let me hear that comment. You gonna hear when Jimmy gone?
Scoot, scoot. I'm
That's
gone.
what I'm talking about. That's what you gonna hear.
Hit the
So
amigos on you.
and 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 something else you saw too, special teams. Jimmy ain't just gonna do it. Let's not forget, Jimmy ain't gonna just do it on the receiver thing. He's gonna do it on special teams. Can you imagine? You get one special teams where you get a couple people take it to the house. That
Take
changes
it
the
to the
game.
house.
It
That's what
changes
Coach
the
Prime
game.
said. Take it to the house. I don't just want you to foul catch it. I want you to take it to the house.
Yeah, I saw LaJonte caught a ball a bomb too, and he fell down on the 2 yard line. The first thing Coach Prime told him, "Homeboy, you need to stay on your feet. We don't want no 60-yard bombs. We want you to take it to the house
Tell
because
you
that's
this.
the mentality now.
Right.
People don't understand that. Well, what's the problem with that? He's got to. The problem is if y'all don't score, you're gonna be looking at that. Hey, you were wide open by yourself. Stay on your feet. It's about getting to the house. It ain't about making just coming up with a 50-yard pass. I'm gonna catch this ball and I'm taking it to the house. So those
Right.
are the things Coach Prime and the receivers coaches put in their mind. So hey, Jimmy got it, man. I told people laughed at me. Oh, Jimmy and Shane coach. People laughed and said, oh, they were just, oh man, you don't okay, skirt, skirt. Okay, keep on laughing. Keep on laughing. I'm gonna laugh too because I get to go to DraftKings. I'm gonna laugh too, and I'm gonna laugh all the way to the bank. And when I'm at that bank and I'm hitting on there that stub, they send that check. They sent me a check last year. I got that check in the mail. I was like, goodness gracious. I said, it's all right. I say, thank you. But with that being said, Jimmy gonna do his thing.
Yeah, I like Jimmy, man. I'm just proud. I'm just glad he's healthy, man.
Yep.
I gave him a hard time last year, but this year I think he's gonna bounce back, man, because he got the speed, and now, like I say, beep beep, Migos, I'm gone. He get that ball in hands again. Hey, I gave you Travis Hunt, I gave you Will Shep, I gave you Jimmy Horn Jr. The fourth wide receiver we gonna give you, LeJounte Webster. This dude is a straight baller, Mr. D. I'm telling y'all. Hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. Y'all don't mind, hit the like button, and subscribe, hit the bell notification. Y'all don't mind. Appreciate that. LeJounte Webster is a game changer. It's a reason why Shadeur wanted this guy. Sure-handed leader. He's a leader. He ain't just playing. He teaching the young guys that behind him on the sideline. Hey, you do this, do this, do that, do this, do that. I like that in a player that got more, let's say, more knowledge about the game, and a young player just coming in college and trying to find his way. That man, that's a leader on the field and off the field, and they got a good wide receiver coach too.
Oh,
Don't think Phillips ain't coaching these boys. He
Phillips
coaching
tough.
and training and doing everything that he can. But I'm telling you, LeJounte Webster is a game changer for Coach Prime, Shadeur, and Colorado football this year.
Well, I think LeJounte, I'm gonna call him the total package. And I call him the total
Yeah.
package because what that comprises of. You got someone who can do it all when they're running them routes. You also got someone when it comes to understanding what the quarterback is looking for. You also got a teacher. You also got someone that he's an issue. Not only is he an issue where he's, like Jimmy, when he goes in motion, what you gonna do? you
Ooh.
you you just have a problem all over. And the
Mm.
thing is, this: a strong running game. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I see the Denver Broncos. You got TD, you got Terrell back there, TD running that ball, and then you got John Elway back there just slanging it. And you sitting there like,
Right.
goodness, you don't know what to do. You
Right.
are not going to know what to do. And the reason I say that is because this one here. Coach Prime has an opportunity this year to control the clock. Hear
Right.
what I'm saying? We don't need them quick scores. It's cool to do that. Control the clock, limit the other team's possessions, If you limit their possessions and that quarterback, because when you limit a quarterback's possession, that means that he has to be perfect. Because if he makes mistakes, the game's over because he's going to only have X amount of time they're going to have the ball. The next thing you have, if you go up on a team, you got some dogs. You got some dogs on that defense. Now they can eat because the other team gonna get nervous. Man, we ain't got no more. They had the ball for 8 minutes. Can you imagine an 8 minute drive?
Right.
With two just 5 yards to Western, 5 yards to Sheppard, 5 yards to Hunter. The running back runs for 8. The running back again runs for 2. Next thing you know, 8 minutes going off the clock. Now you get the ball. Your quarterback has to be perfect coming down because if they don't score, 2 got the ball again.
Mm.
And that defense and that altitude, tired, you done. You done. So football comprises of so many different elements that see you gonna be a problem.
That's gonna be a major problem. Like I
Big
said,
problem.
the wide receiver room, man, I'm telling you, when they go 4 wide, if they want to go empty, they bring in Omario Miller. Boy, it's over. Boy. Omario Miller. Let's see. If they put man, boy, I don't know how to say that, man. When you look at Omario Miller and you look at his talent level, look at the game that he played in last year, that USC game.
Mhm.
And now with more experience and more comfortability while he's up there, I expect this guy, when he get his number called, to just go off. Cause he also gonna be on the fourth or the third defensive back of the other team. Like everybody else gonna be trying to concentrate on Will Sheppard or Travis Hunter. Now, imagine you put your third best defensive back on Mario and Miller. That's a matchup nightmare for any defensive coordinator that they play.
Well, it's a nightmare because of this one here. When you come in as a defensive coordinator, you try to eliminate the go-to guys. And the go-to guys are going to be Travis, Wester, and Sheppard. Those are going to be the go-to guys. Every team is going to come in. We have to eliminate these guys because if they don't, it's going to be a death by 1,000 cuts. When you have Miller come in the game, this is what you're going to have. That cornerback going to be over there. That DB going to be like, whew, I think I can rest on this play. No, sir, you can't. No, sir, you can't. It's no more resting. See, that's the key now. You got them DBs over there. And B Watts, this is something that I do know. I tell people you got all them football heads out there, but I do know this here. If you're the third or fourth best DB on a team and you're going against a stud and that stud start wearing you out, your confidence start going down, down, down.
Right.
Your technique
Right.
start messing over once because it's a mental thing. You're like, man, I don't know what's going on. And when that starts happening, you can see it start. You can see that CU. They start rolling. It's like rolling, rolling, rolling on the river, and it's like slow. We keep rolling, rolling. Next thing you know, it's Tina Turner. Dun, 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 and it's over. You're like, man,
Yeah.
what done happened? It's over. You kill that DB's confidence. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I tell people all the time, North Dakota State, that third and fourth string DB, if it's me, well, I ain't going to say if they don't have dog in them, and I'm talking
Mm.
about dog, because they are going to get beat and beat bad on national television. And they're gonna be sitting over there, they're gonna be like, God, because this is when you know you got beat bad. When your teammates over there and they looking and they putting their hand on their head like this, here, be watching. God, dog.
Yeah, exactly.
And you
Exactly.
got to go to that sideline and you got to explain to the coach, what did you see? I'm gonna say, Coach, I don't know what I saw, man. I saw dots. They just running. So what are we gonna do? But with that being said, let me go with Miller. Miller, what I asked Miller is this one here. Miller, thank you for being patient. Miller,
Yeah.
thank you for being responsible enough to understand. Most people talking about, man, he should have left. For what?
Right.
Why would you leave something where you have you ain't got no pressure on you right now? None.
Right.
You right now you're learning to become the man. Now next this year you in that step where I'm gonna be the man, but next year
Gonna be the
you
man.
are the man.
That's right. That's the difference.
So it ain't no, you're learning what it takes to become the man. And people don't understand that. You don't just wake up in the morning and oh, I'm the man. It
Right.
takes a learning curve. LeBron had to learn that. LeBron was a bad boy, but he had to learn to be the man when it comes to championships. You can be the man, but I'm talking about championships. It's taught. So for him, I'm looking at him. I thank him for having patience. I thank his family for having the understanding and the knowledge to say, hey, son, you're right where you're supposed to be. Don't
Hmm.
listen to people in your ear. Man, if I was you, boy, them people, they crack me up. Man, if I, well, why are you at home sitting down doing what you doing?
Yeah. He
If
just
I
gotta
was
be
him.
he just gotta be patient. And sometimes you just gotta wait till your turn.
No,
You
no,
gotta
no,
wait
be
other
watch.
people to move on and let them do what they do. And then next year you gonna dominate. You got 2 years left.
B Watts, I never tell anybody they need to wait their turn. What I understand what you're saying, but this is what I say to Miller. Your time is now. Force the coaches to play you. Do you know how you force the coaches to play you? Productivity. You got to
Got it.
produce. So that you cannot go out there and show me 198 yards in 2 quarters, and then the next game we don't have nothing. I don't want to hear noise. I don't want to hear nothing. It just don't add up. It just does not
Right.
add up. So because
Right.
you had opportunity. So my point is this: force Coach Prime and Coach Phillips to put you on that field. Because this is what I've noticed, and anybody who out there on Chatland can hit us up and say, hey, that's not true. If you're producing, Coach Prime put you in that game. If
Yeah,
you're
he'll play.
producing in practice and you're
He'll play.
performing like you're supposed to, you're doing what you're supposed to do. Coach Prime put a walk in there, even though he put that linebacker in there for one game because he was hustling and doing everything else. He put him in for 2 plays, but he put him in.
Right.
It don't make a difference. He put him in. So my
Right.
point with Miller is this one here. Miller, understand, force them to put you in. And I'm gonna give you an example of somebody who did do that. Timmons.
Right. Right. Timmons. Hey, he had a good summer. He having a good fall. I think think a little nicked up right now. But hey, they put him in. He in the game, and he the next wide receiver. Not only just Timmons, you got to look at Draylon Miller, Cam
Mm-hmm.
McHale, Cam Michael. Excuse me, I ain't mean to call him
Cam Michael.
McHale. Cam
Yeah, Michael.
Michael. All those wide receivers gonna have a chance to play. But when they get their number called,
They got to
they
play.
got to make the best of it. I mean the best of it. Make
And
the run the right route and catch the ball. And when you catch it, take it to the house.
take it to the house. And you can't come out there. This is what I like, B Watch. All that crying. Well, I ain't get number 2 passes, blah, blah, blah. Last time I checked is this one here. You're going to have every scout for every NFL team watching CU. They're
True.
going to be watching CU because they ain't just got, CU got probably 10 players that got NFL aspirations. 10 players that got NFL aspirations. So your thing is this one here. What I love is this one here. If O or Timmons is open every time they go out, even if they don't get the ball, when you watch a film, you get to watch every player on that team. So if
Right.
you're watching film and all you see is, damn, Miller was open on that one, because it catches your eye. I watch a film, I'm like, you see the person who got the ball, but you start watching everybody else. You're like, damn, he could have went to 3 different people.
True.
You like, and that's what you need to understand, and that's what Phillips is trying to tell them. Run your routes with discipline and run them like the ball is coming to you every time, because when you do that, you're putting down tape. When you put down tape, you want it seen. Every time I'm out there, can't nobody guard me. And
That's
can't
it. That's
nobody
the
guard
attitude they
me.
gotta have. That's the attitude they got to have. I'm telling you, man. You can't worry about if you get that ball or not.
No.
Give it your best, run it hard as you can, because not only is the coaches gonna be watching, it's gonna be on tape. They gonna show it the next practice, and then that really gonna hurt your chance of getting back on the field if you lost and if you ain't giving it your all. So that's why them guys got to be concentrated and disciplined out there on that football field. Also, we can't overlook the tight end position. Sam Hart, the dude catching the ball, he catching it and he's running. He got speed. Speed. I ain't think he had, bro. I'm serious. But I like Sam Hart.
What it does, Sam presents you a different look when it comes to CU. It's all about schemes. When you have more options, now you're down in that red zone and you bring old Sam in. Sam just easing down on his route. He blocking coming out and then he releasing. Sam gonna be by himself. Sam gonna be by himself in corners. Boom,
Mm,
just like they did at Jackson State. So it all goes with. And Sam a big boy too.
oh yeah.
That's a
The
big boy.
big boy.
That's a
Big
big
boy.
boy.
Big
Six four,
boy.
6'5", 245, 250.
Yep.
That's a big boy. That's a big
Big
boy.
dude.
And they're doing a great job with them. So not only him, I see Smalls and the rest of them. They are going to
True.
be fine in the tight end room. And I'm
Right.
and we need to commend the tight ends coach because he's getting players to come there. He's
Right. He
getting
is. He
he's
sure
getting
is.
tight ends to come there. So
Right.
we need to commend him, and you can see the development in the tight ends. So you can't
That,
come there complaining. What I saw last year, Mikey produced, and Mikey was small
right.
and he
Right.
he had great numbers. So Sam can come in and do way better than that because
Real.
now what you have, Sam is going to have something Mikey didn't have. Sam is going to have a running game, and with a tight end, can you imagine that linebacker has to wait initially because if Shadeur go back and act like he's giving the running back the ball, that linebacker that makes him hold, and when he
Right.
holds, Sam should be bam. I'm by you.
True.
I'm by you. And when he's by
Right.
you, you got those safeties. Safeties can't help him because you got Travis on this side, you
Mm,
got Sheppard
yeah.
on that side. So where you gonna get your help from? So that means the linebacker is open in space with Sam, and that's a problem.
That's a matchup problem.
That's a
Another
problem.
one. Another
Another one.
matchup problem. And then my last wide receiver we're gonna talk about, we're gonna move on, talk about something else. Other than the wide receiver group. Baby T.O. Big dude. Big. He got man, I'm telling you, man. Yeah. He just a big dude, physical, fast. Man, that's another weapon for Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo.
But the good thing, To is, I say Cardell is he's an issue. But what I've noticed is this one here: availability. Availability is your best is your
Oh
best
yeah.
asset
Oh yeah.
when it comes to
Right.
Coach Prime. If you're
Right.
not available, I don't care how much talent you got, you can't be used. And something
Right.
else I say about him is this one here. He's gonna do fantastic, but he's behind right now. And when you know he's behind, when they're talking about Miller more than they're talking about him. So
Okay.
what? Yes, sir. When I listen to him, they're saying, hey, he's maybe an injury. He's got something he's working on right now, but you can tell the talent is there. You can tell everything's good to go. But Miller's easing up on that. Everybody's talking after that seven person is Miller. They ain't saying baby T.O. They saying Miller. So if that's the case, he got a little catching up to do, which is a good thing. Because it's not how you start the race, is how you finish. So
True.
get out of. I tell people all the time, man, get out your head with this foolishness about man, I ain't on that field, man. Blah 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 blah. Man, don't just pour me, because Coach Prime ain't gonna feel sorry for you. Because how are you gonna play in the NFL when the coach sits you down on the bench and tell you, hey, Johnny's gonna play, even though you done made all the plays and practice and everything, and you over there pouting. You know
Right.
what's gonna happen? You getting cut or traded because they're not adults ain't putting up with that. We pay you as a professional. You play when we put you in. So
Right.
for everybody out there, don't worry about hey, oh man, they out there shining. You're gonna have your, and that's the cool thing that I'm learning right now with the receiver room. B watch. They are gonna put so much pressure on each other with competition. It's gonna force the person behind them. Their game has to get better. If it
Got to.
don't, if it don't, they better they're not gonna see the light of day. They're not getting on that field. When they get on the field, you know that's when the fourth string gonna be in, and that ain't the time you want to be in the game. You want to be in the game when hey the second rotation, third rotation. So all that goes is put the work in, young man, and keep that positive mindset.
You're right about that. So, okay, we through with the wide receiver room. Let's move to the running back room. The
Woo!
running back room is dangerous, loaded, and man, they physical. Talking to Uncle Nick, he said, he said, He said, Coach, Coach Lee, them trying to let them have this thing down to 1 and 2 running back, y'all. He said, if Neely said today, if the game was Thursday, Charlie O would start, run with the one. But he said this thing is getting real close, y'all. He said that Micah, he said that Micah running down here. He ain't, he ain't dodging no traffic, y'all. He's running straight at it and run through it and run past it. So when I look at this running back room, I see number 7, David
Correct.
Hayes,
Mm-hmm.
and I see Micah.
Mm-hmm.
Them the two I'm looking at real close. Not saying that Brandon Hood, Charlie O, and Augustine ain't gonna get no reps because they are. I think they all gonna play the first 3 games.
Yep.
But
First three
after
games.
that, but after that, whoever proves they are that guy, they going to 1 and 2 running back, 1 or 2 running back. That's how the thing gonna I think gonna play out. But when you look at the running back room, which running back do you see and that you like personally, or do you see gonna make a major impact for Colorado this year?
To me, when everything hits the ceiling, what they're gonna do is put Charlie O in there, start the season off. Put Charlie O in there. Charlie gonna go do his thing. He's gonna have some nice runs. He'll get a scoring touchdown. And what you're gonna see after that, that's when you're going to start getting nicks and stuff like that. And then you're going to also see the people like Micah and Hayden start stepping up where Charlie's going to get 4 yards or 5 yards or something like that. Hayden going to come in and get a 15, 20 yard. Micah going to come in and get a 15, 25 yard run. And when you start seeing that, they're going to start separating themselves. You know,
Right.
they're going to start separating themselves. And now once they start separating themselves, you're going to start seeing more Hayden and Micah. And
True.
that's what you're going to see later on. Now, starting off, I'm fine with it. I'm like, Charlie deserved it. He put his
He
time
deserves
in.
it.
He was
He don't put
committed.
them 8 months in. He worked
Absolutely.
hard. He was there for everybody else got there. He
His
stayed to the
attitude.
D.
Yep.
Attitude like, hey, let put him in there against North Dakota State. He gonna tell.
It's
Everything gonna
going
tell on this first game how it play out. Let it play
absolutely.
out.
The
Yep.
cream, the cream rises to the top. It's going to be perfect. What I like is this one here, B Watch. Competition.
Yeah.
I can throw a nickel up in the air and it don't make a difference what it falls on. You're gonna have a running back because even when you got your boy uh, Isaiah, he a beast. He gonna be a
Oh yeah,
beast
he
running that
is.
ball.
He is. He runs so high, man. But once he get in there, oh boy, he know how to tote that rock, man.
And don't forget about your other boy Hood. So I'm
Yep.
just saying, hey, I just tell people all the time, don't get stuck on. Well, it's got to. I'm not stuck on any of them. I'm not stuck on no receivers. The only well, I'll say 1-2 because 1-2 had proven to me when he was
Yeah,
at Jackson State.
yeah, you're a
When
bad dude, boy.
hey, 1-2 is proven to me when the game is on the line. I don't care if they got 6 people on him. I'm throwing the
Throwing
ball
the
to one
ball.
two.
He don't
I'm
prove
throwing
it. Hey, he proved that last year.
Alcorn State.
To do it there,
Uh,
whoop
uh,
back there,
uh,
throwing it up. Boy, he just jumped over there and got it over
Washington
two.
State,
I said, what?
Washington State, Utah. It the
Yeah.
1-2 will get it. So other than 1-2, when they saying receivers, I don't even worry about that because you have professionals out there. They are going to produce. So with that being said, I'm like, man, when it comes back to your running back, I could care less.
Right.
They have an issue. The issue is this: if they don't produce, they sitting down, so it don't make a difference. Coach Prime is gonna have that person in there that's running like they just got out, that they just got out, they just got out. Yeah, man, I just got out. Why are you running so hard, man? If I don't run hard, coach ain't put me back in the game.
Yeah, you right about
You ain't gonna be
that.
tiptoeing. You ain't tiptoeing with Coach Prime. You tiptoe if you want to. Coach Prime gonna look at you. He gonna look at you and say, Coach, sit him on over there. Sit him on over there.
Yeah.
Hey, get some Gatorade. Cause that's what you're gonna be doing, drinking Gatorade. Your night is over with. So with that being said, he done put so much pressure on him. Coach Fleeting got so much pressure on those running backs. When you see those running backs run, what do you notice, B Watch, when you see them run?
They running hard, bro. They running hard. They giving all they got.
And that's what you want to see. What you don't want to see is a running back there who think he cool, who back there, oh man, I'm doing this here, man. Did
No,
you
I
see what
know
I'm ready?
that.
I want to see it where you're so uncomfortable, you don't even know if you start. That's what I like because when
Right.
you have that knot in your stomach and you like them running backs got knots in their stomach. Charlie got a knot in his stomach. Micah got a knot in his stomach because Micah thinking, man, I'm doing everything coach asked me to do. I want to get on that field. And then you have to realize this here. How many running backs is coach gonna dress?
Ooh.
We talking.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Are they gonna dress 11, 12 receivers?
Mm,
We do know, people do realize everybody don't, especially traveling, everybody don't get to go.
you're right. That's a good point. We had talked
Everybody do
about that.
everybody do realize everybody don't get to go on that plane ride.
You're right.
Some
You
people
told
got
me.
to stay because you're gonna put in the ones who're gonna be playing.
Right.
It is what it is. So with
Yeah.
that being said, you don't have time when coach tell you do special teams. Hear me, B Watts. I'm gonna be the special team. I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna be running
Yeah, no,
because if
that's
you
right.
want to get on that field, you better do something special.
Gotta do something. You right about that.
Absolutely.
You right. So all right, we don't discuss that running back room. So the offensive line, man, they bigger, they stronger, they got
Whew.
depth. They got depth. They should be able, I expect them to protect Shadeur this year. I'm counting on them. I know they will. I believe they will. I really, truly believe they gonna protect Shadeur this year. I see they don't move Tyler Brown to right tackle.
Hmm.
And I think, and Wade Neely was talking, he there for good.
Yeah, he done. That's a done deal. That's a done deal.
That's what I did. It
That's a
looked
done
like
deal.
Wade Neely was talking today. I'm gonna hit him up later on. He said it looked like Tyler Brown is there for good.
Yeah,
Look like they
and it
don't
should
found
be.
their combination that they want.
Yep, and it should because the other ones are more comfortable at guard. But what you got to realize too is this, VY. You can always move them. It
Oh,
goes
yeah.
on how they're playing. Everything is going to go on how they're playing, where you can switch them around, say, okay, let me switch you over here. But this is what I've noticed is this one here when it comes to the offensive line. The scheme of the offense helps determine Shadeur's safety when his comfort in the backfield. And people are like, well, what you mean like that? When an offensive coach come out there with his scheme and saying, hey, we're going to run this here play, you better be running plays if you know the first thing you want to do, get your offensive line comfortable first.
Oh, you're right. Right.
Let's get them
Yeah.
lathered up. Let's get them
Right.
pumped up. Let's run the ball. Let's get them lathered up. Let's get them
Yeah.
lathered up and let's get them
Yeah.
going downhill.
That's my
Now,
main thing, Mr. Steve. Get Jordan Seaton, the freshman, comfortable.
yes, you got to
Let's
get them
just
comfortable.
foul somebody. Put him
Do
in the
not
dirt.
do what you did in preseason. First play of the game, you go back there and get a sack because the freshman, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's go out with, hey, let's get these boys so we can go downhill. We're going to shut people's mouth. We're going to prove to everybody that we're going to run the ball. Then you ain't got to prove to nobody, but it's winning football. Winning football is let's make sure that they don't do what UCLA did last year. Put they put their ears back, didn't worry about the run. I've never seen a quarterback ever get 1.5 seconds on three different plays. Shadeur Sanders was getting hit. Before when the ball hit his hand on two plays, the guy hit.
Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it, man. That's
I've
just
never
crazy.
seen. I've never seen. And I've seen a lot of football.
Right.
That young man, two got the ball, and somebody had the audacity to say, "Well, why don't he, bruh? When the ball hit his hand,
How can you get rid of it?
the
They
dude
own
hit him.
you.
I can't with y'all. I said, y'all remind me of some people I can't. You can't even talk to it. But getting back to the offensive line, B Watts, they have an opportunity. They don't have to be great. They just have to be competent. And what I've also saw is this one here, B Watts. Load hold to put himself in a position. You got to pay load hold.
Hey, he teaching, man. He teaching, man. Every play, he see something wrong. He don't care who you is. No, no, go again. Go again.
But
You gonna
this
get
is
this
a
right.
this is a man who set the pay grade for a right tackle in the NFL.
Right.
He was one of the highest paid right tackles in the NFL. So
Yeah, I saw that.
if you're talking to that kind of guy who did it the hard way, junior college, then the NFL, you're talking to a guy who did it the hard way, but he got paid. That's the guy. And then he went to Oklahoma and got some
Right.
training. Then he did some in Ole Miss. He got some training. So my point is this one here. Those are physical teams, and those are well ran offensive lines. He's teaching, and if he has something to say to you, and this is what I'll add, B Watts, and then I'm gonna throw it to you. These young players better quit being so sensitive when someone is trying to put knowledge into you. Why
Hmm.
are you trying to explain to them, oh no, coach, let's do this here first. Be quiet. Listen to what that coach is telling you first. First, hear what the coach is telling you. Let it seep in a little while. Make your mental notes, make those changes, and then go through your next rep. And then if you have an issue, then start asking, hey, coach, I got what you said. You said, can I repeat what you just told me? Blah, blah, blah. So we both on the same page. Repeat what they said you need to do, what you're saying. Hey, but this is the issue I'm having. Now you can get dialogue, but you cannot get dialogue. Coach say something to you, y'all sensitive now. Everybody want to be told they great. Let me tell you a secret. Everybody ain't great. And even the great ones have to understand that you can get better each and every day by listening what your coach tell you and using that to get yourself better. What's wrong with that? You can't come in there and say, well, oh man, I don't know what. You need work, your footwork, your technique. Those are the things you need to go. So load holder's doing it, and he's holding them accountable. He ain't hearing nothing.
Yeah, he is. Loho, the real deal. I like Loho. Uh, I'm glad Coach Ryan gave him an opportunity to come in there and do his thing too. You just don't
Say that
find
again.
many
Say that again. Say that again. What Coach Prime did.
I like Coach Prime brought him in there and let him do what he do. You know what I'm saying? He
Pro-
brought him in, gave him an opportunity. I'm gonna let you do what you do. Show me
because
what you
what
can do. What you do.
and the reason I asked you that, B Watts, is this. You had a young man that was with Ole Miss who had a fantastic offensive line, who was with Oklahoma, had a fantastic offensive line, and that person would have sat there forever if somebody didn't provide an opportunity. So
Right.
when you're seeing that, that is huge. I don't care how good you are, but well, he's behind. The reason they're doing so good is because of this guy. No, that guy's teaching, but you also had those guys right there who are in there who are doing teaching during the same time, who are teaching
Hmm.
the second and third string, who going with the first string. So you have a whole group of people, those guys who come, those graduate assistants and everything else. They're teaching. So load hold, I love load holds. This how smart he is. Load hold signed a 1 year deal, man.
He
Now tell
exactly.
me, now
He
tell me
betting on
how smart
himself.
that is.
He betting on himself, bro.
Where did CU rank last year on the offensive line?
Shoot, next to last.
Exactly. Exactly. So when you're betting your paycheck, if I knew y'all was next to last year, now we got better talent. I'm a better coach, and we got a better quarterback. With a more experienced quarterback and more weapons and a running game. What is that going to do for your offense, and what's that going to do for your paycheck? Because now you got to pay me.
Yeah, it's gonna get better. Everything getting better and going up.
Hey, we call that down in the DMV. That's real estate going up. That means
Going
you
up.
gonna have some you gonna have some people who ain't gonna be able to pay to get in your neighborhood no more. You can't live here no more because that rent done went up.
Right. You right about that. But he doing a good job, man. And like you said, man, those kids, those players, just listen to him and follow his footsteps. They gonna be okay. Now that we don't talk about this offensive line, hey, let's talk about this quarterback. Shadeur Sanders. People still doubt Shadeur. I'm trying to tell them. This dude is a legit quarterback.
Hey, B Watts, who are these people?
The naysayers.
And I go, well, I got a question. I got a question for all those people out there in podcast line. Please tell me, where was Trubisky drafted in the NFL draft? Where was Jamarcus Russell? Put it down. Please tell us where Trubisky was drafted in the NFL draft. Please tell me what Drake May was drafted in the NFL draft. Please tell me what Jamarcus Russell was drafted in the NFL draft. Oh, please tell me what Daniel Jones was drafted in the NFL draft.
They
And
were
then
first round. All of them first
all of them
round
first,
draft picks.
all of them first rounders. And you got the number one pick, Russell. You got Mays was the third pick. Who you got Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, I think he was eight or something like that, eight or ninth pick or something like that. So with that being said, is this one here? You're gonna tell me those are I ain't gonna even go, even Fields. You got Fields out there. All these first
Right.
round picks. All I'm telling you is this here. And Trey Lance. Let's go Trey Lance. You think two is better than Trey Lance?
He better than all them guys.
My
Everybody
point
on this
exactly.
list, he better.
So this is why I'm saying that. All these naysayers. Well, the football field was 100 yards, then. Now you're telling me it's just going to be 10 yards when it comes to two. Now he can't play. We drafted all these other guys that I hate to say, that they ain't made lemonade yet. They have not made lemonade yet. They lemon, but they ain't made lemonade. So
True.
you're telling me that two has not proven himself against those guys.
Mm.
And I tell people it's all perception. And I tell you something else. It's a team that got a star on their helmet. It's a team that got Raiders. And, it's a team that like that. I guarantee you right now. And you even got the Denver Broncos. They can't wait for that draft because those teams. What you're going to see is this one here. Even teams with quarterbacks are going to get rid of their quarterbacks and going to draft two Ward, the boy from Georgia. You're going to have the boy from Ole Miss. You're going to have all these guys that's going to get drafted because let me explain something to you. Dak asking for $60 million. Daniel Jones making $40 million. Do you think I can get me a quarterback that I ain't got to pay nothing but $7 million a year for
Right.
5 years, for 4 years, and then that fifth year you have to pay him $30 million? But I can get a quarterback I'm paying $7 million instead of a quarterback that's taking 40% of my payroll.
Right.
You do the math. It's
Right.
simple math. It's simple
Hey,
math.
yeah, you right about that. Yeah, you right, man.
It, it, it,
Miss New York finally said she got a question. Do you think if CU win less than 8 games, Shadeur is still going first round? They can go 0-12. He going first round. But we ain't gonna put that in the atmosphere. They gonna win more than 8 games.
but
You can go ahead.
it's not when you're looking at these games. The NFL look at whether or not you win and things like that, but you also have to look at has he progressed? Is he what I see with two is this one here. You tell me when the game on the line, who do you want the ball in their hands?
Yeah, you want to do it. What's up, Rob?
That's where I'm going with that one. When the game is on the line, you want two. Not only do you want two for that, two for NFL owner, you got a professional.
Right.
You got a person that can represent your organization. And I'll tell you something else that's special about two. He put people in seats. You know why he put people in seats? He put butts in seats because he can throw that pill. You can say what you want to. He's very accurate. I can go down the line with quarterbacks that are not accurate. You can look at them and say, hey, look what Stroud did with the Texans.
Right.
What Coach Prime needs to do is do what the Manning daddy did, protect his son. Do not allow his son to go to an organization that does not believe in winning and do not believe in providing a coach that's going to be the betterment for his son. I wouldn't care what people could talk about me like a dog. My child is not because Coach Prime knows the NFL.
Mhm.
If your quarterback goes to the wrong team, that could be the detriment. And if you don't believe me, the Houston Texans had a quarterback by the name of Carr, and that boy got hit so much he was useless. And and I'm serious,
I
if
know.
people who go back and do research, that Carr boy, I'm talking about the first one. the first one who I ain't talking about Derek, I'm talking about his brother. He
David.
played with David. They hit him so much that they ruined his career. You have to have an organization that understands and that is smart that say, hey, we know the Miami Dolphins head coach. He know how to use a quarterback. You got the boy from the San Francisco 40 Shanahan. He knows how to. You got Andy Reid. He knows how to use one. You got those boys for the Houston Texans. I love what they're doing for their quarterback. If you're not going to get one of those type of coaches for his son, I'd be like, no, we're not doing this. You might as well not draft him because it'd be useless. If you put him in the wrong situation, it's gonna be hard on him, and I
Right.
wouldn't want that. So
Right.
two has a great opportunity. Is he a first round draft pick? Is pig pork? You know, I'm like, come on now, come on now. Is
Yeah,
pig pork? That's simple. Yeah, he's going first round, and it's
yeah, he
not what you
going.
think. It's not what you think is the reason he's going first round. It's what that man who's writing that check thinks. You got billionaires who got a relationship with Coach Prime and who understands and who also talks and got people who come to them games. And everybody you've talked to, and I'm gonna give you an example. You had everybody who comes in there for Coach Prime and visit and talk and everything like that. The first thing they say, "Damn, your son can throw that pill."
Right.
Man, he be landing on him. So when you're getting all those people saying that, you know what them owners are saying. Hey, Bob, am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? And they're gonna say, yeah, he's the real deal. Two's the real deal.
Yeah,
And
he is
I'll
that.
leave it at that.
Yeah, he is that. Yeah, like I say, he's the best quarterback in the country. I mean, I know they got the quarterback from Georgia and all that, but nah, bro.
He ain't been hit.
He ain't two. He
He
ain't
ain't
two.
been
He
hit.
ain't two. He ain't two. He ain't two. Let's
He
talk about
ain't
this
too.
defensive front. The front seven. This front seven, this defense, this front seven that Coach Prime and Colorado getting ready to put on the field with all them. I'm telling you, they got a lot of dogs, dog. They ain't go either way. This Shane Coach, boy, that boy keep growing on me. He keep growing. He keep showing up on these fields, man. Neely talking about it. Everybody talking about it. Jake and RK talking about it. I said, man, Shane Coach out there balling.
Professional. Professional. He's worked on his craft. He's done it the right way. But I still tell people this one here. I still want him on the end. I'm like, I understand they're gonna put him on that D tackle and everything else, and it'll be fine if the other person getting double teamed and he's getting a one-on-one, he'll win that easily. He'll win
Right.
that easily, make plays. But I would love to see him on the edge a couple times because they are not going to have a tackle that's going to be able to contain it. And stopping the run, coach is it for me. When you have a coach, you got a professional. You got a man who comes out there and a person I don't have to worry about. A person I don't have to say, man, I got to go talk to him. Man, he ain't gonna do the right thing. You don't have that with him.
No.
You have a young man that I know what I'm gonna get from Shane Coach. Every time he comes on the field, I'm gonna get 110%. He's gonna be in the right place, and he's gonna make 3 plays during that game. Coach gonna make 3 plays. If he's not double teamed, he's gonna make 3 plays. Hear me
Yeah.
again. Coach is gonna make 3 plays, and people are like, God, yeah, he's gonna make 3 plays because he's gonna stop a run, he's gonna stop a big run, and he's gonna get in there and he's gonna cause pressure on that quarterback. He ain't got to get a sack. I just need to get in his face. With those
Right.
cornerbacks, with those cornerbacks, if you notice how close they were with them receivers, if you get in a quarterback face and he throw the ball and it ain't where it's supposed to be, hear me and I'm gonna say this one here. See, you gonna score on defensive side just like they scoring on the offensive side. Hear what I'm saying? They gonna get interceptions because Preston and the other McKinney and the boy Hood now and Travis, they ain't falling down no more. When they get their interception, Coach Prime is get that crap out of them. Do not fall on the ground. When you get that ball, we need to take it to the house. And that's what you're gonna see. People like, oh man, okay. When you see it, I don't want to. I'm gonna get up here and I'm gonna look like this here. I'm like, it's simple math. If you got 7 wolves on that or seven wolves up there and they biting at that quarterback, I don't care how good a quarterback you are. If I hit you in the mouth and I hit you in the mouth again and I hit you in the mouth again, that ball is not going to come out there like it was that first quarter.
Oh no.
It's just human
No.
nature.
Yes.
You're gonna start doing this here. You're gonna get a little, and it's gonna come out.
Yeah, like I said, man, I like that defensive front they got, man. You got big Shadows in now, and
Carter, Barnes.
you got Big Carter in there, McCoy. They thought Nivens said McCoy looking good, man.
But what you this is what you have though. You got so much pressure though. Hey, you got Hayes on the edge. You got
Boy,
Arden Walker. You and they got a
oh
kid number
yeah,
50.
I'm all about Walker, man.
Yeah, you got Walker, and then you got a French name. You got a dude with a French name. He don't do number make plays. I forgot his name. Got a French name or whatever. He don't do number make plays. It's at a point right now. You like, man, if they get in the game, and you sitting over there, and the problem you have is this one here, man. Speed kills. Them
Yeah,
boys be coming off that edge so fast that you,
they
as an
do.
offensive tackle and guard, you don't want to be embarrassed. Man, them boys coming off that thing so hard and they hitting you in your mouth. Next thing you know, coach, I just want to. You gonna have. This is what you're gonna have. B Watch. Watch how many offensive outsides you're gonna have against the offensive team. You're gonna be like, what? What? The first thing people gonna start saying, man, why they jumping outside all the time? They worried
Right.
about Green. They worried about Hayes. They worried about Coates in the middle. They worried about Buell in the middle. Man, once you start penetrating and you beat somebody, be what? Man, and your coach cussing you out, your coach over there, what you doing? And you did what? And everybody looking at you on national TV, and the coach over there, you 6'6", 300 pounds, and the coach just berating you, and your mama looking at you at TV, and then don't let your little girlfriend look at you. Man, he owns you. That's not a good feeling. That's not a good feeling. Where you sitting there, you standing up in your position, and Green done beat you before you got out of your position. Man, that's
that,
the
was-
worst feeling in the world.
hey, that Green boy, he quick out of his stance, man. He's so quick, man. He terrorizing, man. They can't block him. They really
What?
can't block him when especially when he get down low, man. But
But it's the mentality now. B Watch. What you have now, you got in other offensive lineman head. Man, golly, I I better. They're thinking I got to get out there quick on this step because if I don't, because they done saw it. Man, they gonna see him coming on the edge. I got to move quicker. Okay, offside, offside. One first and 15. Oh, now we got to run the ball. You get 2 yards. Third and 13. Now the Wolves coming. So it's a problem. It's a problem. You get one offside and you're done.
oh yeah, that's for any team. Yeah, yeah. Anytime the
One
chain go back, the
offside
ball
and
go
you're
back.
done.
Yeah. That throws you off there.
But you
The
also have it
play
where
change and everything.
when this is what you also have. People don't realize how contagious this is. When Green start cooking, it's contagious. Now Hayes over there, Hayes see Green shining, and he ain't hating on him. But Hayes came in and I think he said he was the best in
He
on his
said that.
team.
He sure said. He said it. He sure
That's what he
did.
said. I ain't say it.
Yeah.
He said it. So if he's the best in, you see Green over there cooking. Everybody looking at you like, man, to be the best. I ain't seeing it. So what's that gonna do to him? That puts pressure on him to, man, I need to come do it. Now, this the cool thing. When they sit Green down, that offensive tackle sitting on that thing, thank you, Jesus. There's a God. Thank you. Now I can rest. I got this other joker. And next thing you know, he done got hit in the mouth and golly, I
Sam
ain't got no days
Ogalunda.
off. I ain't
Big
got no
Sam
days off.
Ogalunda. Shoot. Yeah, they got matchup problems, man. So how you see this matchup with North Dakota State? Our defensive front against their offensive line.
This is what I see. I see at the beginning, I want to see what CU mentality is first. That's the
Okay.
first thing I want to say. If they come out there lackadaisical, they coming out there, oh, we the best thing since sliced bread. North Dakota State gonna have success on the first two drives. If they come out there
Yeah.
like that, like they
Right.
did in these other practices, they came out there and they gonna because what happens, you miss an assignment on them run plays, you can gash a defense for some pretty big runs if you miss assignments on the run. Now you got two folds. If they come out there focused and understand that they haven't done anything and that they ain't won nothing, third quarter is gonna be a bloodbath. And the reason I say that is because hear what I'm saying. And people are like, oh man, they're a great team. They're not the best team in that conference. South Dakota State is. They're not.
Yeah.
South Dakota State is the best team in that conference. They done drug in the last 2 years. Done drug.
True.
And they
Yeah.
done drug them. I looked at it, they done drug, and then South Dakota State so smooth, they taking their players down. And you have other teams that took some of
Right.
North Dakota State, and then you lost your core coach and everybody else. So they kept a couple good players, but they lost some talent. And then they got. I looked at it; they had a couple injuries too, to a running back and somebody else. They had an injury. But with that being said, is this one here? This is what I'm seeing. If Coach Prime them pound that ball and then they start doing play action, but I want them to run the ball and then start doing play action. By the third quarter, that altitude, those boys ain't used to that altitude, man. When the third quarter comes, they tongue gonna be hanging out their mouth. And hear me when I say this. Now that means that you got to put their second string in. When you put their second string in, oh Nelly, it's gonna get ugly then. So that's what I'm saying, and that's what CU need to start doing. You got the home field advantage with that altitude. As a coach, Air Force takes advantage of it. At the Air Force Academy, that's why nobody want to play the Air Force Academy. They run that wings formation and stuff like that and cutting you low on your knees. You don't want to play them because they run so much, and by that time that game gets to going, man, you tired. You tired, you worried about your knees, and they start gashing, and then they'll hit you with a pass play every so often. But you so tired, and man, you like, man, I'm tired of these little gnats. They like gnats. Well, see, you don't have gnats. They got a hammer. They got some big old boys over there. So the more you pound this team, the more you're gonna see, and everybody going like, oh man, if it's a close game, I'm looking to see you and say, hey guys, you got to do better. You need to come in here, slap the taste out their mouth. No disrespect to North Dakota State. They are a well-disciplined team, but they're not CU.
Yeah, that's not, man. It does not.
It's
Also,
not.
nearly went on said today that JB looking good at that linebacker.
JB has always looked good at linebacker. And people looking at me, no, he did. Yes, he did. If you put JB in a position where JB don't have to do number two things, go downhill and hit him, JB is going to be successful. And that's what the coach is doing. You got JB in space, and I've never seen anyone run over JB. If JB
Yep.
hits you,
Yep.
you've
They
been
do.
hit. If
Yeah,
he
yeah,
hits
yeah,
you,
yeah.
you've been hit.
Yeah.
So with that being said, is this one here, B Watts? JB is gonna make plays every game. If they put JB out there, people, all you gonna see, even when you saw the spring game, man, JB hit that boy so hard. I'm like, good God Almighty. That's how you hit somebody. That's old school football. If you put JB in the game, JB is gonna make plays. The next thing I'm gonna tell you is this one here. It doesn't make a difference who you put at linebacker. All linebackers going to basically be player of the week almost every week, and the reason why, because of that front seven. That front seven
Oh yeah.
gonna put two linebackers in the NFL on special teams, and the other one gonna be called a thumper. Bentley will probably be called a thumper, and your boy Trevor go for special teams. So that front seven gonna put somebody in the NFL, and them DBs they definitely gonna be in the NFL because of that front seven. Because not only are they gonna be good this year, I done already looked and penciled it in. They defense gonna be better next year than it is this year,
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I see that too. I did the same thing. Steve. Yeah,
and they're gonna
next
be
year
way
defense
better.
really gonna be tight.
They
Really gonna be tight. They
if they
really
put
gonna be tight. But when you look at the defense side of the ball for CU, what concerns you more? If
this
any,
what
if any concern, what concerns you?
this what concerns me with the defense. uh, them not playing team ball, them worried about these are the only things that concern me. Everybody want to shine and don't want to sacrifice for the team. Those are the only things. Selfishness. Those are the only things that concern me. If they do that, because what you got to realize this one here, everybody ain't built to see Green get over there and get 14 sacks while Hayes sitting over here and he don't get number 5. Everybody ain't built for that. Because the first thing they say, man, I should be getting them sacked, man. They should be setting me up like that. So those are the things I look at. Are they celebrating each other? Are they happy that one is over there doing this one because they understand when he opens up and he get 14 to 15 sacks, mine is coming.
Mhm.
Everybody get to shine. So those are the things I look for. I don't look on their play and stuff like that. I look at, are they going to be unselfish? And well, are they going to be selfless? And then are they going to be disciplined? Those are those are the only two things I'm worried about. I need to see people out there that are willing to sacrifice their game for the betterment of the team. And I need to see people out there that are disciplined. When somebody push them or hit them, they ain't out there just pushing somebody to show, oh, I'm bad, or you ain't gonna touch me. Man, it's winning football. If somebody slap you, you need to lay down like LeBron James taking a charge. He just falling out like you done shot him with an AK-47. That's what you need to do, because what the coach is going to do on the other team, the coach going to slap him upside the head, because that 15 yards prevented a touchdown, or then took them out of field goal range, or then got the offense on the bench because you didn't get your first down. So those are the things I look at. I don't look at the X's and O's because they can't cry no more. They're being well coached. You're not gonna hit me. Well, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. They being coached. Them jumping off sides is because they selfish. They want to get in there and they want to try to get on the news and they want to make a play. You make a play by doing things the right way. You don't move until the ball moves. That's simple football. I
Right.
ain't that smart, but I know that. You don't move into the football move. If you out there jumping off sides on that defense because you done saw Green get them 3 sacks and now you want to get a sack, or you hit the quarterback after the doggone plate and went, that's being selfish. That's being undisciplined. Those are the only things I look at, B. Watson. If they not doing that, then you go from there.
Okay. All right, but check this out. We ready? All right,
Hmm.
check this out. When you look at the special team, field goal kicker, the punter, uh, I think we got the best, one of the best field goal kicker in Mark and Mark. I can't think of his name. What's the last name? The punter?
Mata. Yeah. Hmm.
No, no, the punter.
Oh, the Australian guy.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. I think no, he hit some bombs last year. And when you got a good punter, man, it helps. It changed everything, especially with field position. So when you
If
look at it, CU special team, you think they're gonna be better this year than they were last year?
I think yes, and this is why I think they're going to be better. For some of those players, that's the only way you're going to get on the field. And not only that, you got to look at it. The talent level that went up. They got more talent than they did last year. Last year, some people on that field that they didn't want to be on the field because they thought that they should be starting, which they shouldn't have been. And if you saw quite a few plays last year, you saw some blocks. I saw one that I've never seen in my life. The guy got back there so fast in the thing, he ran past the ball and he should have blocked it. We got the field
Okay.
goal, but he should have blocked it because of the guy who was sitting on the edge didn't move. Just let the guy run right past him because he didn't want to be in the game. They're
Mm.
mad and upset over there. So yes, the special team, you got a better what you have this year. You actually got a special teams coach this year, and you got better talent. So with that better talent, and then you also have this one here. You got some playmakers that's going to be back there. So yes, and long story short, better playmakers, better coaching on that side of the ball. Yes, you're going to have a better special teams. Yeah,
I'll
and
go on
Mata,
special team. Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah,
Go ahead. Finish.
and what you also have too, Mata can kick longer than 47 yards now.
Yeah, I seen he kicking them 50-yard field goal. Also on the special team. I like when Jimmy Horn back there, man. I thought they gonna go with one of the freshmen, but man, since I see that Jimmy Horn is healthy and I know he quicker and faster, ooh, they gonna be scared.
Well, you can have two back there. You can have two, one on this side. You can have two back there beside each other, whatever the case may be. But with that being said, that's a problem because if you look at it, Weaver won the game, Arizona State game, because of special teams when he did that punt return. He should have
True.
took it to the house. He should have took
Yeah.
it to the house if that boy would have blocked who was right in front of him instead of celebrating. All he had to do was go out there and block. He had a touchdown. So with that being said, but I see special things. And what happened, it's contagious, B. What you're going to see is this one here. You're going to see some games with CU that you're going to be like, it's going to be like that Stanford game, the first 2 quarters. You're going to be like, they rolling. You're going to be like, yeah, man, they're going to look like the St. Louis Rams. That's what they're
Wow.
going to look like. They're going to look like the St. Louis Rams with Kurt Warner, Marshall Faulk, and
Yeah.
all them
The
receivers out
best
there.
show on turf.
The greatest show on turf. That's
Show
what
on
you're gonna
turf,
see.
yeah.
You done heard it from me, and you're gonna be like, "What he just talked?" Man, watch what I'm telling you. You're gonna see some games in which you're gonna be like, golly, man, they look just like the St. Louis. They look just like St. Louis. Boy, you gonna be like, boy, that two throwing that ball. He looked like old Kirk over there. And you can have that kind of game, but the reason they had that kind of game, they had somebody we called them Marshall Falk. They ran that football. And then they also had that big boy Stephen with the big he was a big boy. They had him too that ran the ball. So if you run that football with a NFL quarterback, it makes your life so easy. And them offensive linemen just smiling because this is what we're gonna do. So yes, sir. They're gonna be special.
Yeah, yeah, you're right about that. But man, boy, I just can't wait to this season start. Boy, I just can't wait, man.
B
It's gonna
Watts,
be
I'm excited. I'm excited.
man. Shoot. A lot of people gonna be shocked, man. I ain't gonna be shocked, but I'm saying it right now. They got the talent, but there's
B
a lot
Watts,
of people that don't see the talent these guys got.
but they B Watts, it ain't the fact that they don't see it. What people are betting on is this one here. They do not want to see Coach Prime shine. That's all it is.
Ain't got to be.
They do not. They like, man. It's it's like sometimes people like, man. I don't care if we lose by 100, but as long as that boy that don't score 20 points, I'm good. Uh, It's just that one person that is like, man, I don't want to lose to him, and that's what the problem lies because a lot of them looking at it's called security. If that person with that gold jacket start winning, which he's won everywhere he's been, everywhere he won last year, to go from 1 win to 4 wins, he won. So he's won everywhere he's been. If he wins, what it does is this one here. It's a door. The door opens for others, and it
Right,
provides opportunities for other people. If you look at it, I tell people all the time, and people go, oh, you go to, but football is basically 78%, you know, African Americans out there. 78% African Americans, whatever you want to call, pretty high 70s and stuff like that. But when you look at the SEC, I'd ask anybody, please tell me how many black coaches are in the SEC.
hmm,
Please tell me how many black coaches has the University of Alabama ever had. Please tell me how many black coaches have the University of Georgia ever had. It's simple math, people. Whether you want to hear it from me or you want to hear it from the numbers don't lie.
right.
If you have something where 78% of the people happen to be of this color, but only less than 10% or 2% or 5%, in the SEC it might be less than 3% African American. That's a problem. That's a problem. And now you got somebody who's coming in, and if they can prove that they can win at this level, what it's going to do, the Ed Reeds, the Ray Lewises, and all the other individuals that's coming behind him, and not only them, you're going to have those. Every time you talk to, like the University of Georgia, Georgia got a black coach that's going to be the defensive coordinator after the guy retires. There, who's the defensive coordinator they got right now?
I stay in Georgia. I
Yeah,
don't
you
even
know,
follow Georgia.
I forgot his name, but he used to be a head coach for the University of Georgia. So
Okay.
what they've done is he has a guy who he taught and he trained who's going to be underneath a black guy, but he's an outstanding recruiter. What we're going to do is what happens is this one here. It reminds me of the old days, and I'm gonna educate a few people. Back in the old days when Coach Prime now were playing, they weren't allowed to be quarterbacks. They put all the ones who should have been quarterbacks that were black, they put them at DBs, wide receivers, and other playmaker positions. All the
Mm,
quarterbacks they put, of the other color. Now what you're seeing now is this one here. That's just like college football. That's what they're doing with coaches. All the coaches happen to be, I'm going numbers. So don't go. I'm going numbers. And if that's the case, when you get a trailblazer like Coach Prime, it's going to open up doors, and people fear that. So they don't want to win because it takes jobs away from that percentage, and it provides diversity for football and it's going to make football better. The more people that are included with inclusion, the better the game is. But when you're talking about millions of dollars, I don't care what you say, young man. When you're talking about even politics, sports, it doesn't make a difference. They're not giving up power and money. They're not giving it up without a fight. So that's what
Yeah,
Coach Prime is going for. That's why they want him to lose. That's
yeah,
just my
yeah.
opinion. I might be 100% wrong, but I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good take though. Deb said, yeah, Deb, you're right. Texas A&M, he was the only black coach that I know of.
You had one
That's
at
true.
Mississippi. You had Mississippi State. State. He was a black coach. He did there. He
True. Yeah, I forgot
he
about him. Yeah,
Yeah, he was. He won,
yeah,
and they shouldn't have fired him. He won a bowl game for him. But like anything else, the everything moves when you're dealing with certain things. You get some that
right.
stay there, and you pay them $75 million to leave, and
Yeah.
others, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Well, you're right. You're right. But hey man, I appreciate you tonight, man. It was a good show. It was a good conversation with you, man. Uh, like I say, you ain't doing that Sunday. You know, I'm gonna shoot you the link. Pop up with us again. Whether you join us or not, I'll shoot you the link, and we'll be glad to have you on Sunday also. But then, like I said, you can get some closing word before we end the show.
Well, my closing words is this one here. Everybody out there in podcast lane, just continue to be great. Be great in everything you do. Be independent thinkers. Quit letting people tell you how you should feel and what you should think. Don't be programmed. They got something called program TV. It's a reason they call it program TV because they program you to what they want you to think. Start thinking and using that thing called noggin. Show compassion for people, show love for people, and stay respectful. And always remember, what God has for you is only for you.
All right, we appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. Hey, if y'all ain't doing that till next Tuesday, me and Mr. Steve back here next Tuesday. I'll be back again Thursday with Greg said it, and Sunday with Raw Demand Meeting Coach Dre along with Mr. Woodland. So if y'all ain't doing anything, come back and rock with us, and we'll be glad to have you. All right. Once again, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It'll let you know whenever we go live. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you participating in the chat. I see you down there, Deb. I've been seeing you on the upper couple platforms. Let me know, Deb, when you want to join me and Rob the Man Media and Coach Dre and Steve on Sunday. We'll get you up, my brother. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate it,
Stay
brother.
blessed. Thank you,
Yes, sir.
B.
Yes, sir, man.